Hi everybody and welcome back to the Upside Down. How is DC's The Flash in the 4DX movie theater experience? Before we get started, please make me your 4DX guy by subscribing to my channel and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss any more content coming from me. I'm really trying to hit my goal of 1,000 subs by the end of the year. Please help me out with that. Thank you. All your support is appreciated. How is The Flash in the 4DX movie theater experience? So I think it has some similarities to Spider-Verse where I think there are points that it's too much. It's not as often as Spider-Verse was, I don't think, but there's some crazy parts, especially the opening sequence where there's a car chase and Barry is off doing something else. Especially that scene is a lot to handle. I was holding on to my concessions. I was afraid to consume them. It was like really one of the craziest experiences in the 4DX movie theater experience. Almost too much, just like I said about Spider-Verse. There's a lot of fun to be had still, just like Spider-Verse, but I think that this one is definitely one that's not tame at all in what it's doing with the 4DX capabilities. The seat movements are just crazy. There's a few scenes throughout where it's like that, where it's a little bit too much, a little too crazy. You're kind of scared to eat your concessions, to drink your drink. This cup is a collectible cup and it's a little thinner than the regular theater cups. I was afraid it was going to pop right out of the cup holder. Maybe not literally, but honestly, I don't know. It was that crazy at times. There's other parts where it's great. The Batwing is so cool, just visually and what it can do and everything. But with the 4DX experience, there's some fun things to be had. The plane spins in the air, but the cockpit also spins on its own. It's really fun. They did that very well. The spinning kind of feeling motion, obviously you're facing the screen the whole time, but they did that really well. That was some of my more favorite 4DX experience parts, along with Matt Reeves' Batman. That Batmobile chase is still one of my favorite, if not my favorite 4DX experience. And the Batwing and the Batman stuff in here kind of reminded me of that, kind of brought me back. So the seat movements, the balance. Sometimes it's just too much though. Like I said, I wouldn't say as much, as often as Spider-Verse, but there's a lot of fun to be had still. There's other uses, like the light effects. They flash at all the right moments. There's a scent that they use. It seems like the same scent every time, for my auditorium at least. I especially recall during when they were in the Batcave, the waterfalls going down, so I like seeing all the imagery of all the Batcave you kind of smell. I think they're just trying to say that it smells like nature or water. The stuff in the seats was used very well. The puffs against the back of your head, the little massagers that kind of punch you in the back, the capabilities on your ankles. And I said this in my short, but there was no fog. There's a couple instances in the film that they definitely could have used fog. I feel like it's just like the theater doesn't feel like using fog or refilling the fog, whatever makes the fog. Like I said, I don't always see fog when there could be fog used, and there was no fog for me in this showing, but I know I've heard from people there was a lot of fog used, and some people get bubbles. I don't actually get bubbles. In my auditorium, I never have. Maybe they do have the capability of doing it, but they just don't want to buy the liquid to make the bubbles. Water is definitely used a handful of times. They use it effectively for the most part. I definitely noticed more uses of the water than some of my 4DX experiences from last year. I think they've definitely fixed that a little bit, where it's still not too much, but it's enough and it's effective and it immerses you more into the film. There's some good uses of the whole auditorium in The Flash. It's a fun experience. Some people it's just too much, and I understand that. This definitely has the moments where it's too much, and I would totally understand if you didn't like this experience. I don't know, it's hard. I liked the movie. I didn't love the movie. Like I said, sometimes it's just too much, so I don't know if I would recommend this in the 4DX experience unless you love the too much. So if you loved Spider-Verse in 4DX, I think you're really going to like this one. It's a little tamer than that, but still it has its wild moments where it's just like Spider-Verse, 4DX wise, not movie wise. I wasn't crazy about this 4DX experience compared to what I think it could have been. It was a fun enough time, but I wouldn't say rush to see it in 4DX, but I think this movie is worth seeing in theaters, especially if you're a DC fan, DCEU fan, comic book movie fan. If you're a fan of The Flash, I know there's controversy surrounding this film. So many other people worked on it. Andy Muschietti is a really good director. So if you don't see it in 4DX, I do recommend seeing it in theaters. Let me know if you did see it in 4DX. What did you think about it? Let me know down in that comment section. Blow up that comment section. Please help me get to my goal of 1,000 subs by the end of the year by subscribing and sharing my channel with the movie fans that are in your life. Help the algorithm send out my videos to really get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I think I can do it, and I appreciate any and all support from all of you guys. If you liked what you've seen here and you want to see some more content from me, please click around here to see some other content from me. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video with the movie fans in your life. Hit that notification bell, subscribe, make me your 4DX guy, and come to the Upside Down.